too will try to make this short and sweet. I talked to Phil a little bit before the meeting, and he said his goal was to just get through it. And I have to say that the reason that he said this is the scripted material that we get from Toastmasters International. It's very, very difficult to follow their outline, which sometimes doesn't make any sense, as you know, because you had your own little line, and to still get the points in and make it your own, make it seem like it's coming from you. So let's talk, Phil, a little bit about what I thought you did well and how you made it your own, and then give you some suggestions about how you might add when you do this again, because I think you should do it, not this particular speech, but this style of speech again. First of all, I love that you set up in the minute between the two speeches. That was very clear, and it was time for you to come up and do it, and we were ready. No extra time was taken. You were very well timed when you brought up your PowerPoint sections, so that you were saying it right as it came up, and it made it easy to follow. I also liked that you added a little bit to each point, so it sounded more like you were explaining or giving us the lowdown on it rather than just the points marching up and down on the screen. So nice job on that. There were some places where I really felt that you made it your own. As the speech went on, you began to engage us more as an audience. Your voice warmed up. It became more conversational, and that was good. There was a point where you said, be enthusiastic, because how can we be happy if you're just all talking like this? That's an example of where you truly made the script your own. So good choice. Now some notable points that may help you change this a little bit. It seemed a little rushed, and I know when you've got 15 minutes and we're running behind that you're trying to get through it, but you need to relax a little bit so that we can soak in the material. One way that you could have done that is maybe bringing up some examples from your personal life, or an example for certain points that made them come alive. You might have had a running story where you started with an example in the very beginning and then added to that as you went along to give us more life to each point. We have a PowerPoint issue here. If you're here, you're blinded and we can't see you. If you're here, it's a little dark, and I'm wondering if maybe we might be able to turn this when someone is doing PowerPoint so that they can stand over here and not block this. I kept seeing your arm come up in silhouette. I wanted a little Punch and Judy show. We also need a remote. This is not directed at you, but that would make a huge difference in the ease that people could do in PowerPoint. And the final suggestion, and I know this is not the way it was written, but I would have loved to have heard that conclusion first, where you said, don't tell them how to build the boat and how to work or what to do, but engage them in the immensity. If that quote had been first, I think all of the other material would have made more sense to me. So I guess what I'm saying is don't be afraid to switch things around a little bit. Please do this again. You have a lot of personal experience and personal stories, and I would love to see you bring this to a scripted material. Thank you very much.